So, this package just arrived. These are my stem cells that I had harvested from my adipose tissue when I was 35 years old, so that I could inject the young me into the old me at various frequencies throughout my life. And so in this small package right here are the actual mesenchymal stem cells. And what I'm going to do is mix these with a sterile water solution and then inject them. So the way that I do this, I'm not a doctor. Do not misconstrue any of this as medical advice. But basically I've got my 30 ml syringe here. I've washed my hands. I've got my sterile water, and I'm going to draw my sterile water solution up into this syringe, and then I'm going to administer via a push IV. And so the first thing I'm going to do is get my water here. The stem cells are only in about 1 ml of water, and so if I draw this back to about the 29 mark or so, I'll be able to easily draw the stem cells up after that. Make a little room in there. Okay. Next, I'm going to get my stem cells here. This is a spendy little vial. And I'm going to open this. Generally, you want to inject them as soon as they arrive to your house. Set that down and make sure I don't spill it, because that would suck to have stem cells basically spilled on my kitchen table. And we're going to draw these up into here. Every last little bit of goodness. Okay. Yep, we've got them all. Okay, so now the stem cells are in the syringe. Gonna cap this. Set that down for a moment. Take my butterfly here. Open up this guy. Well, this might not be the one that I wanted. Let's check. Yeah, this is actually. It'll still work okay. You know what? I don't want this one. I want this one. Will work better for a push IV. I think that they send the drip IV supplies with the stem cells, but I'd rather just do a quick push versus a drip. Okay. There we go. Push my air out. Okay. That's ready. I've got pretty big fire hoses for veins, so I really don't need much of a tourniquet for this. Okay, and this is how you inject the stem cells. Here we go. just kind of push over the course of about a minute. Again, I am not a doctor. Do not misconstrue any of this as medical advice. It is probably better if you're not well versed in some of this stuff. It is better to always have this done under a physician's or a medical professional supervision. I've just done this a few times myself and it's pretty convenient for me. The cool thing about doing it at a clinic is a lot of times, they'll combine it with exosomes and other things that could potentially make the stem cells even more bioavailable. But it's convenient for me to just have these things shipped to my front door. And I only do this about once every 6 months to once a year. Okay. There we go, they're in. And that is how you inject your own stem cells.